That breaking news tonight, attorneys for Kilmar Abrego Garcia say he walked out of a Tennessee jail today and is now on his way back to Maryland. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. A lot happening. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. Earlier today, a judge granted release for Abrego Garcia, who had been previously wrongfully deported and now awaits trial in Tennessee. He is facing charges for human smuggling.
And attorneys have been very concerned that ICE might try to deport him once again.
That's right. Let's bring in News Channel 5 Investigates reporter Levi Ismail to explain what the courts are doing to keep that from happening.
You know, we've seen a flurry of legal filings this week, but both prosecutors and defense attorneys in Nashville agree that deporting Abrego Garcia before trial would almost guarantee there is no trial. Abrego Garcia's attorney sent a statement earlier saying that Abrego Garcia is currently en route to his family in Maryland after, quote, being unlawfully arrested and deported and then imprisoned, all because of the government's vindictive attack on a man who had the courage to fight back against the administration's continuing assault on the rule of law. They went on to say Abrego Garcia is, quote, grateful that his access to American courts has provided meaningful due process. You may remember he was mistakenly deported to El Salvador back in March, which sparked a national conversation over due process for illegal migrants. The Justice Department finally agreed to bring him back to the U.S. only to charge him with human smuggling stemming from this traffic stop here in Tennessee. Since then, his attorneys had been fighting to get him released but not deported so that he could have his day in court. A federal magistrate here in Nashville ruled he could be released until trial as long as he stays with family in Maryland and agrees to electronic monitoring. A judge in Maryland has ruled ICE cannot immediately deport him, but that doesn't mean they can't detain him in Maryland, present the case to a judge, and deport him from there. The Trump administration has threatened to deport Abrego Garcia and others to countries where they have no connection, like Mexico or even South Sudan. Abrego Garcia's attorneys have filed a motion to dismiss charges against their client that they call, quote, vindictive and selective prosecution. Judge Holmes says she will rule on that motion soon, but in the meantime, a trial date has been set for January of next year.
And that will be here in Tennessee?
Here in Nashville.
Okay, a lot of back and forth. Levi, thank you so much.